Hey, what's up YouTube, Sky Badger here, and we're back on a very late day 6. We can see that the next day is about to begin in 18 minutes, so we'll kind of treat this as a day 37-ish video without all the stats and all of that pretty stuff. So, at the end of the last video, I kind of said I expected it to be over, and that would be the last episode of anything interesting. But I was wrong. So, Queensland has decided to attack Lord Keck, and interestingly, I'm not sure how Queensland envisioned this going, running into fortifications like this, but it's not going to go too well for Queensland. As you can see here, Queensland managed to exploit right-of-way or shared map, and managed to run past the defences in this fortification here. Now, that's not too big of a deal, as Lord Keck has been able to chase them up and capture them and stop their movement. All Keck needs to do now is what he's doing, focus artillery, and then I'd recommend he launch these rockets to wipe that out and then reinforce that position again. By holding a line here, he stops the enemies from moving upwards in that direction. Now, at the same time, this was a surprise attack, and they've now lost the element of surprise, so if I was thinking and I was in the position of the Aussies, I would have personally attacked somewhere up along this coast. Very few troops, very few fortifications, and with the element of surprise you could easily draw troops that way and make an invasion here even easier. The only way I can imagine they thought this would go is that by having troops here they wouldn't have to worry about their convoys being sunk, but already we can see that this may not go too well for them. If we have a look, we can see that New Zealand is sending 53 troops across, and man, that is one tempting target to hit, guys. If I was Lord Keck, I'd be diverting these submarines down to here to sink that in place. So that's what I'd be doing if I was him. So I'm personally gonna stay out of this one. I might attack Queensland because I'm allowed to, because we had a disagreement prior in the game. So by doing that, I'm not taking really a side, I'm just doing my own thing. So elsewhere in the world, due to a disagreement between Lord Keck and the other members of the Reapers, he's probably going to get attacked by Pakistan and King Congo. So in this case here, staying neutral is the best course of action for me. If I take a side and pick a side, it won't end well, basically is what I'm saying. That's what's happening there. We can also see that they're trying to rally the help of man, but it is very clear that Germany is up to something. Don't know if man's noticed yet, but Germany's up to no good. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes within the next few days. I'm unsure that man will be able to assist in taking out Lord Keck, because he's failing to recognize what Germany's up to. I've said stuff in the coalition chat, just ignoring it. So it could be interesting to see how that goes. Germany has nothing to lose at this point. The game is going to end in 4 days from now when coalition victories are available. So Germany only has 6 victory points, 2 pieces of land. He has nothing to lose really by attacking, unless you count that small amount of gold he's going to get. He has more to gain. So he's not really gambling too much here. It's a sensible choice, and to be honest, it looks like the right choice for someone in his position. I can't do anything about it. Stop it. I've said stuff in the coalition chat. It's been ignored. And the nearest troops I have are down here. 6 troops. They're not going to make much of a difference. So that's what's happening there. Over the past few days, well, past day, we spent a lot on our army, and we have been able to build up our numbers quite a bit. So if we have a look at ourselves in the stats, we're in 3rd place. We can see that we now have over 300 units, and I'm at war with Korea. Okay, so as we can see right here, Korea has been able to successfully capture this island, so we're going to go and we're going to have to put an end to that. Luckily for me, I have some ships traveling through the region within the next few days, and they'll be more than enough to deal with the threat. Now, which one of these battle groups is closer? So this one here is 1 day and 12 hours out, so I'll probably send that one. This one might be closer, but I need to rearm it with aircraft, and send that down there. Wrong one. Naval bombers can't fly that way. Yeah, so although that one could get there sooner, I'm going to be better off sending the other groups. Due to the fact this island here does not hold much value, I am going to send North Korea a trade for peace, and if he accepts, I'll leave it at that. But if he does not accept, I'll be coming down there and wiping him out with, in fact, what I believe might be his own ships that he traded me earlier on in the game. So if we have a look, yep, King Kongo, Yamato, and Fuso. These ships he traded to me earlier, and they've been incredibly vital, scoring over 80 kills, although only 60 of those are from my use of them. So I'll be using his own weapons against him if he doesn't choose to accept the peace offering. So in the meantime as well, I'm going to send some aircraft down there. Due to the fact I'm lacking a runway down there, they probably won't be able to get too close in. So we'll send them to the closest base, which is actually right there. And then we'll look at building some new bases along the coast, and we can get down there and we can stop whatever's there. So now that that's underway, we can come back over to here and we can talk about what we've been doing with our troops. So the past day I've managed to train 10 more aircraft, and over the next day, so right now, I'm going to train 10 more aircraft again, build a little bit of armor and some anti-tank and anti-air, and make more stacks like this. I need to start upgrading these units now, because it's getting to the late game, and just like this, they're not much use. And they slow these stacks down quite a bit, so if I can get them to what I believe is level 3, they then get 25 km/h speed, and they're no longer slowing me down. If we come into research too, we can see that I have unlocked the blueprint for the max level infantry, so I intend, as soon as this infantry is done, to build that as well and train my troops and get that advantage. So that's what's happening there at the moment. There's not much more to say. I'm gonna, after this video is over, spend a little bit of money on building those aircraft I was talking about and building those anti-tank and anti-air guns, but apart from that, the only thing we really have to worry about is what is happening down here. So I'm going to end the episode here, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.